Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. In this video today I would like to do a picture out of a Creative Haven book for Zoe Archer's Creative Haven in June color along. I thought I would do a picture out of this vintage flower seed packets. I have not colored out of this book yet, and I wanted to try coloring in it with my new set of the Arteza Twimarkers. Now the Twimarkers are water-based and they can be used as watercolor markers also. So I thought what we would do, let me open these quickly. Sorry for the sound. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. Thought what I would do would be trying to do some blending in this book. Now, as we all know, even though the Creative Haven paper is really nice in all of their books, it's not Amazon paper. It's much nicer and heavier than Amazon paper, but you're still not going to be able to do any blending on this type of paper with water-based mediums. So what I did is I gessoed it with clear gesso. I want to do this zinnia picture. So I wasn't sure. I have a video that I posted a while ago, and if I think of it, I will link that video too, where I tested out all 7 of the clear gessos that I have with a number of different coloring mediums: alcohol markers, water-based markers, colored pencils, you know, things like that, zigs and neil colors, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. And I had found, I can't remember, I should look back at the video, which one I felt won the most out of the coloring mediums. But because these Artezas are kind of a different type of medium, I thought, let's see which clear gesso works the best with these. And I was surprised because I know this clear gesso did not win in all the other tests. The one that I thought actually did the best in my test out of all 7 was the golden satin clear gesso. I will link that down below too in case you want to try it out. So what I thought we would do, now of course I'm not going to get this whole picture done, and I'm not going to complete it all on camera. Once we do some of it, it would get to be very repetitious and probably quite boring to tell you the truth. But there are 3 different zinnia flowers in here. Now there is, in this book, which is what I really like, it gives you a sample picture of all of the different pictures in this book. So it gives you examples of what they should look like. So in here they have, let me zoom you in, the zinnias with red, orange, and dark red, like a maroon. I don't have, even in the 100 set of the Twimarkers, I wouldn't have this color. So I thought I would do the red because I like that and I love the orange. But I am going to pick probably some purples for this one. I'll have to see if I can find, I was thinking I would look for a dark, medium, and light color in the reds, the oranges, probably go to the yellowish side because that's what's in here. And then I'm going to find 3 shades of the purples. Alrighty, so getting out my handy dandy color chart. Let's see if there was anything else I was going to mention right up front. I don't think so. Okay, let's do the reds first, and I will do some of each flower. I don't know how long this particular color and chat will be. I have not made a longer video in a while, so we'll see how long I go tonight. Let's take the ruby red. Let's see. Where are you? Okay, ruby red. And let's go to raspberry red. Okay, and let's go lighter then. We'll have to go to more of an orangey, which I guess would be okay. Let's go with maybe the rose red. That's probably the one that's on most of the red side. So we'll go with those three for the red poppy, because I'm thinking reds. Okay, so we will try this on the zinnia. Now I'm not sure how these three are gonna look and blend together for this zinnia, but we shall see. Okay, so I am going to, I'll zoom you in a little bit more. Whoops, wrong way, Jose. Okay, so let's go in here. Now, of course, we're going to be shading down in here because we have the shadow from underneath the other petals. Then we will go with the medium color and see how, I'm probably in the way here now. See how with the gesso, they do blend out together nice. And then at the tip, we will go with the lightest color. And they do blend together nicely on this paper. Okay, so let's try that again. So we have ruby. Let's go over to this one. And I may have to go back in with the ruby to make it just a little bit darker up in here. Okay, mid. Turn the book a little. Go down in the middle a little bit, and the lightest. Not liking how this is looking. I don't think I picked the right colors. Oh, my light is flickering, isn't it? Can you see that? Boy, when I did my testing on the paper, these worked the best. I mean, it's working okay, but okay, especially if I come up with the lightest color over all of it like I do with the pencils. Okay, mid color. And then lightest. And it could also be that these three colors are not the best together. I don't know. But that's not too bad. Okay, let's come under here where the shading would be, the shadows of the petal. And mid. Bringing that dark color out a little bit. Now, one thing to keep in mind too, these colors are actually much darker on ungessoed paper. When you put, even though the gesso is a clear gesso and it's not white, as you can see, when you do use these markers or any water-based marker on a clear gessoed paper, they are going to be lighter. They're not going to be as dark as they are on ungessoed paper. So these three colors are actually quite a bit darker on ungessoed paper, but not a whole lot, so just something to kind of keep in mind. But do you see how that blends? I don't like to keep an absolute straight line across so that when I'm blending the next color, you don't get an absolute straight line at that point. That's not looking too bad. Let's try it some more. So how is everybody doing? I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Life has just been getting in the way. Busy, busy, busy. One thing I do want to address right off the bat, for anybody that's seen my last video, or not quite my last video, but the one I did on my completed diamond paintings. I am so sorry for my big head getting in the way constantly. Oh my gosh. I looked back at pieces and parts of it because I never watched my whole video through. And yeah, my big head got in the way quite a bit. And not only that, but it showed my horrible colics on the back of my head. Oh my gosh, I have two horrible colics at the crown of my head and back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that looked horrible. So yes, I do apologize. But I guess I kind of had to get in the shot a little bit to put the diamond paintings on the floor and pick them back up. So yeah, that one was a challenging video to do in the first place, so I wasn't about to re-record it. Alrighty, let's just keep going around. Now this is kind of strange, and I don't think I'm going to put, well, maybe I'll put just a tad under here because it is under a petal, but it is the outside of a petal, so we want to have a little bit more light color than anything on that one. Okay, now I'm not sure, let's pick the dark one, what they're intending here. I guess we'll make the tip a little bit darker, even though it's not really in much shadow. We'll put it under here though. Then the mid-tone. So yeah, I'm glad I finally got that video done. It's been on my to-do list for a long time. So yeah, and in that video I did mention that I want to do a video showing how I do frame mine. So I measured out one of these smaller dolphin pictures that I want to frame and put in my bathroom. And I do not have, unfortunately, I have a supply of stretcher bars here, and that I make my own stretch canvases, and I do keep a small supply here, but unfortunately I don't have one of the sizes I needed. So I do have some stretcher bars on the way, And when I get them, I am going to do that video. I'm going to go step by step, and there's a number of steps on what I do to frame mine. Now this is just, you know, keep in mind it's just how I frame them. I've never seen anybody else do it this way, but it's what works for me, because of the fact it's you know, near impossible to find frames to fit these diamond paintings, because they're in centimeters, you know, they're from China, and we are unfortunately still not metric. One of the very few, if not the only country that is not metric. So yeah, it's real hard to find one, unless it doesn't bother you, and to some people it doesn't. I've seen many people frame with picture frames that we have here in the States, and they just put washi tape on the one side because one side will fit, or you know, maybe the top and bottom will fit, but the sides won't, or vice versa. And I'm getting these mixed up here. Got some white showing here. Or yeah, vice versa. And you know, that doesn't bother them, that it's not symmetrical. Now me, with my OCD, that would bug the heck out of me. So I cannot do that. I couldn't. And if that works for you, that's great. You know, more power to you. It'll save you time and energy. Yeah, I just can't do it. So this again is what I found works for me. Making my own stretch canvas, and gessoing it, you know, buying my own canvas material, and gessoing it then, and painting it, and all that stuff. So yeah, I will go through step by step. Now I'm not going to do the whole process on camera. I will show you the stretcher bars and, you know, what I'm going to do, and then I will do the majority of it off camera, and then I'll come back, show you the next step. Sound like a plan, Stan? See, now cap wise, this one almost, or pen wise, this one almost looks darker than this one, so that's why I keep grabbing the wrong one. So yeah, I am hoping within, because I've gotten a few comments on that video, that a number of you are looking forward to that framing video. So as soon as I get them stretcher bars in, and I get things together, and try to get that video together and get going on that. I think I'm just going to put these down. The problem with that though is then I'm wasting time going over here and grabbing them, but let's go around here. Well, yeah, let's go around, so we at least are going to have the center of this flower done before we go on to the next colored one. So I'm not going to do this whole red zinnia. I want to try some of the orange one too. See, I keep wanting to keep it in my hands, because that's what I do with my other markers and my pencils. I keep them in my hand. But I am almost hitting the paper with it when I'm hanging onto them in my hand, and I don't want to do that. We'll put shadows all the way around. Kind of liking how that's looking. It is more orangish, you know, orangey red, but I think that's okay. We'll go with some lighter oranges and a yellow on the orange zinnia up here. Because I didn't have, you know, 3 really good shades of red, even though this is a nice big set. Okay, whoops, gotta do this one. And I may go back off camera and touch these up a little bit, like I said, maybe make the shadow area a little bit darker. Oh, this is the rose. Yep, ruby red. Okay. All right. So, another thing I'd like to address, and why I have not been, you know, putting up as many videos lately, is I don't know why, but I was having some problems with recording. Well, the recording part went fine, I guess. I don't know. When I tried copying the files over to my computer, they wouldn't copy over. And it kept saying that the files were corrupted. And I'm like, say what? The MOV, which is the format that my videos are recorded in. I've never had a problem like that, ever. And so I Googled, seeing if I could find a MOV file corruption fixer software. And there were a couple that I downloaded and tried. And it said, the one software I tried said, these are so corrupted, they cannot be fixed. And I'm like, what? What in the world is going on? So I had pretty much, and it was 2 different videos. And one was a 2-part color and chat. It was a really long, let's see, how long did it end up being? I think hour and a half, over an hour and a half, I think, color and chat. So it was a longer color and chat, and it was was it for the fairy one, or can't remember which videos I just recently put up. Or was it, no, I think it was the one that I just put up for Jade Summer, if I'm not mistaken. Anywho, I had almost given up hope, yeah, and I happened to think, they're on my phone, and I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I did not copy them over to the laptop. I did everything on my phone. And so I thought, well, let's try that. Let's see if they are truly corrupted, or if it for some reason is just in the process of copying it to my computer. And so I brought it, I no longer had the software to edit the videos on my phone, so I had to download that, and that took a while. But I brought the one of the files. I thought I'd try the shorter one first, and that was the was it a flip through video? I can't even remember anymore. And I thought, well, I'm going to try that first, because it was only a half-hour video. Oh, that was the flip through of all those various coloring books. That's right. And so I tried it and it worked. So I'm like, okay, why would this not come over and copy over onto my laptop? So then, because the picture that I take to create my thumbnails didn't copy over either, I had to create the thumbnail on my phone too, and that is no small feat, I'll tell you. But I used to do it, so I knew I could. There's not as many options on the app on the phone, but it still worked. So, long story short, I was able to finally, after wasting my entire day on Friday, well, starting Thursday night actually. So there went my whole recording day. Plus I had Maddie's birthday on Saturday and had to do a few things. Let me get my case out of the way here. Had to do a few things for the party and whatnot. And yeah, so that's why I have not been able to make a lot of videos lately. Just, you know, a few shorter ones. So I knew that I wanted to do this Creative Haven coloring chat to, I love Creative Haven books. And so yeah, I wanted to do a picture with Zoe's color along. So I decided on this picture, and I thought, oh, it would be so neat to try out my new Twimarkers. And I think they're working pretty good on this. I like the way it's coming out. What are you thinking? What you thinking? It looks kind of different on screen than it does here in person. It looks prettier here in person. It's almost like it's looking reverse colored on the camera. Maybe when I zoom back out, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But hopefully you're all coloring too. I am recording this on Monday evening. Maddie and Jaden just were picked up, so I thought, okay, they got picked up a little bit earlier than normal, and all right, this is the time to do this video. Was gonna do it last night, and by the time I got all my chores done, and I had mowed lawn yesterday, so I was all sweaty and stinky, so I had to hop in the shower yet, and yeah, all that good fun stuff. So it was like 9:45 by the time I sat down, and that was just a little bit too late for me to start a video. So, and then this morning too, well, Bella actually let me sleep in a little bit today. Didn't get up till 6:30. So that was late for me. Now I'll probably be spending the most time on this flower out of the three because it is the biggest. But let's see, how long are we in? Wow, we're in a half an hour already. Time flies. When you're having fun. Figured I should finish that sentence. Alrighty. So I do want to do a big shout out to you guys and say a huge thank you. I am so close. I haven't looked at it in a little bit now, but last time I looked, I was so close to 2,000 subscribers. I am, again, just floored. Oh my gosh. I never expected to grow like this fast anyhow. Or at all, yeah. Oh, but, yeah, so I'll be doing that 2,000 subscriber giveaway in a little bit. As soon as I hit that 2,000 mark. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay. We're getting there on this one. How did everybody's weekend go? Did you do anything? If so, what? Tell me, tell me. I'm kind of snoopy like that. I, of course, had Maddie's birthday party. She did like her diamond painting, but as her grandpa from the other side said, she'll appreciate it more when she's older. Because she, of course, liked all the toys and things more. To be expected. I didn't expect her to go ooh and ah over it. She did like the Minnie, though. She got tons of Minnie Mouse stuff. Tons of Play-Doh. Because she loves her Play-Doh. And tons of bubble things. Blowing bubbles and the soap. And oh my gosh. She got just tons of it. So yeah. She was one happy camper. And then she got a huge, it's not a Jeep like we got her, an electric Jeep. It was more of a ATV than a Jeep. Forgot the name of it. But she calls it her Jeep because she had a Jeep here. Or has, I should say. And first thing she said to Mom and Dad when they showed it to her, because it was too humongo to wrap. But first thing she said is, "Where's the doors?" She loves the doors on her Jeep. She likes, you know, having to open the door to get in because it's just like Grandma and Grandpa's cars and Mom and Dad's cars. So I thought that was funny. Heather told me that. That was the first thing she said. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to pause real quickly. I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Bob went to bed, so I wanted to say good night. Bella, why are you digging in my carpet again? I don't know why she does that. Drives me nuts. What was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. I do have to keep reaching over for the markers, but it is preventing me from either grabbing the wrong one or getting marks on my paper where I don't want it. Knowing me, I would do that. So, yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. Guess we'll just find something new to talk about. One thing I did want to talk about, and it's on a more serious note. I was watching a video, and it was by a diamond painting YouTuber that I watch, and it's Diamond Painting by Donnie. And she recently put out a video that was talking about this horrible situation she's in because she has a stalker. And this stalker has been being horrendous for, I don't know how long she's been putting up with this gal. But just, Donnie was saying some of the stuff that she was pulling, and oh my gosh, there is something wrong with this woman. And really scared Donnie is the fact that she wanted Donnie's phone number because she says, I already have your address. I already know where you live. I mean, wouldn't that scare the bejeebies out of you? The fact that makes it even worse is she does only live, I think Donnie said 60 miles from her. So that would make it all that much worse. It's different if this YouTuber is watching you from another country, or, you know, from across the United States, or even a few states away. But no, she lives right in her neck of the woods. And I don't know if that's why she picked Donnie to pounce on in the first place or what. But I just wanted to maybe touch on the fact that social media platforms are awesome. You know, the YouTube community as a rule is great. All of our subscribers, you guys are awesome. I personally, knock on wood, well, there's wood underneath all of this. I have not had a problem. But the thing to keep in mind with all of these social platforms, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, you name it. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. Twitter. Make sure you're not sharing personal information. Do not put your phone number out on your social media platforms, and especially do not put your address. You're really just asking for trouble. And of course Donnie didn't do that. This woman just started harassing her on her YouTube channel, and it all stemmed from the fact that it's something that all of us YouTubers do, and that is the fact that we record, we pre-record a lot of our videos, and we don't necessarily publish them on the same day. Nothing wrong with that, I'm going to shade these a little bit more. This woman was having a fit about the fact that Donnie recorded hers ahead of time and didn't publish them on the same day. So I really think this gal was just looking for something to harass her about. And over something so dumb, and that just got the ball rolling. Donnie was polite to her, but explained to her that, we all do that, and that she was sorry if it bugged her, but, it's her YouTube channel, and she's going to run it the way she wants, which is very true. You don't want it run that way, start your own. But we all of us do it. All of us YouTubers do it. And yeah, that just started it. And I just feel so bad for Donnie. She is just such a nice lady, and has her hands full with what she is all doing with her channel. And she has an Etsy shop and Facebook group. And I mean, she's busy. She does not have time to deal with people like this. Well, now when I commented on her video, never knew, or I guess I never thought, because even though this gal was blocked from commenting on any of Donnie's videos, and she's blocked from all of Donnie's social media, she could still see the comments that were left on Donnie's videos. And I guess I didn't realize that. And so I commented on Donnie's video, and no 5 minutes later, I got a friend request. Well, first I got a notification that she started following me on Instagram. Yeah. And now, or after that, I got a friend request from her on Facebook. Now, you would think she would know better than to send me a Facebook friend request. Does she really think I am going to want her as a friend on Facebook if I commented on Donnie's video saying that she's stalking her? I mean, really? So I blocked her on Instagram, deleted her Facebook friend request, and let's go this way. And yeah, so I messaged Donnie and I asked her, I said, and I'm not going to mention the person's name on my channel. If you're, if you really want to see it, you can, I guess, look up Donnie and see the video yourself. But, I asked her, I said, can this gal see your comments? It just seemed like such a big coincidence. No sooner did I comment on her video that tickle. One moment. No, no sooner did I comment on that video that I got these requests. So, and she said, yeah, she can see them, but she can't respond to them. She can't comment on them. Nothing like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. I guess if I knew that, I wouldn't have commented. But, oh well. Damage is done. So, yeah. I just, wanted to mention the fact, just to remind you, and I'm sure all of you guys know this, and you don't have your personal information out there, but just kind of wanted to address that. Alrighty, so that's all I'm going to do on this zinnia. And matter of fact, I'm almost to the top of this one, because the rest of this comes from this one up here that we're going to be doing in oranges. So let's go up into some lighter things. What's the darkest I want to go for the shadows? Maybe let's start with this blood orange. Okay, blood orange, blood orange, blood orange. Let's go lighter to, let's see, blood orange up to cadmium orange. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. Okay, cadmium. Okay, and let's go lighter yet. Let's see, blood orange to cadmium. Let's go up to marmalade, which is getting more into the yellow. Marmalade, marmalade. There we go. Okay. So, I have my 3 oranges. Let's open them all up again. Dark, medium, and light. Okay. And we'll start in the middle here again. Let's go out to these and see how these are going to work. These colors anyhow. And, oh, that is quite light. Do I have the blood orange? Yeah. Well, hopefully we go lighter from there. It's kind of hard to tell yet because these are kind of small. But I hope this is real light then, or otherwise I may have to change it. No, that's quite light. Okay. Let's try a little bit bigger petal so we can actually see. See how it's going to work. And I think I'm going to go over into this one too. I like how that looks so far. Oh yeah, I do like these three together. Nice contrast to the red. Ooh, that's pretty. How's it showing up on camera? Okay. Oh, I think that is pretty. What do you think, guys? Okay. You know, as we were coming back down from Maddie's birthday party, guess what we seen on, well, it wasn't the side of the road. There was like a frontage road that was running alongside the 4-lane highway. There was a big black bear. Can you believe it? First, I didn't see it. Bob had pointed it out to me. I'm like, where? And sure enough, there was a black bear. There was a bear. Yeah, that was pretty neat. Don't see that in person every day. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Alrighty, now this must be part of that zinnia. So let's turn the book a little. Don't want to get you dizzy. And let's do a couple here. Get them done a little bit faster. And I do, as you can kind of see, when I am blending together to kind of get rid of the line, I do kind of color in circular motions. But yeah, if you ever want to blend markers on regular paper because you know, either don't want to take it out of your book, like I don't like to take any pages out of my books, to make a copy on marker paper, or, you know, you don't have a printer, or you don't have, you know, the PDF, you know, things like that. Keep in mind you can put clear gesso on the coloring book page. Now, the thinner the paper, the more it's going to curl up. You can see even this one curled a little bit, but not too bad. And as you color on it, it does flatten out more. So, it's not too bad. And after you're done coloring it, or even before that, after you're done coloring with it for that session, fold it up and put something heavy on it. And it'll straighten out. It may be a little bit crinkled yet, but that's no biggie. Again, this is looking different in person than on the camera. I'm hoping it's going to look better when I zoom out and you guys can see it kind of how I'm seeing it, because oh, from here I think it's looking really pretty. I don't know if it looks quite as nice on camera, especially this red. This is looking real funky on camera, like there's almost some pink in it, and there definitely isn't pink, but it's not reflecting light because it's not shiny, but yet, yeah, the light is kind of playing games with the color in that one, more so than this orange. So I think that's why the red one's looking kind of funky on camera with the lighting that I have in here. So, yeah. What is everybody else coloring? Is anybody coloring along with Zoe? Or what about the other two color alongs that, I mean, I know there are a ton of them this month, just like there are every month, which I think are a lot of fun. I like the color alongs. So many people pick awesome illustrators or subjects to color. Like the two that I am involved in, the Jade Summer and the Fairy color alongs, are so much fun. I'm having a blast with them. I've only so far gotten one fairy picture out. I'm sorry, Sandy. So that's going to be the next picture that I do, is another fairy picture. And then I did get a couple of requests from you subscribers to color out of a couple of books that let's do this all in shadow, that I did flip throughs of recently. So I am going to, when time permits, possibly color out of those books too, because I really like it when you guys request start that over. I like it when you guys send me requests like that. Lets me know that you are watching the videos. So yes, I will definitely fit those in where I can. And they are out of books I like, so that makes it even better. Because I wouldn't buy books I don't like, right? Although sometimes you do purchase a book, especially based on its cover, and then that's the best picture in the entire book, right? It's always nice to be able to see a complete flip through first, right? So that's why I like watching flip through videos too. You can see the entire book and see if there is more that you like other than just the cover picture. So yeah, I like flip through videos. And then of course it enables me, just like I get comments from you guys. You've enabled me once again. I'm like, yeah, I know the feeling. I hear you. But yet, I talked about this in a previous color and chat. Was I off camera that whole while? Gosh, I hope not. Sorry if I was. I had talked about this in a previous color and chat because I had a question from a subscriber, and I'm so glad she brought this to my attention. She had asked if I put, if I use one of your affiliate links because I am interested in something that you showed, whether it's a product, a book, whatever. And I put it on my wish list rather than purchasing it right away. Or, maybe I know I'm going to purchase it down the road, but maybe I need a payday first or whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. If I put it on my wish list rather than in my cart, do you still get credit for that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, never thought of it. I said, that is a very good question. So I researched it, and from what I could find, no. Not just me, of course, but any of us, no. We do not get credit for that sale, even if you added it to your wish list and went back in 5 minutes and decided, oh yeah, I do want to purchase that. So you purchase it from your wish list. No, we don't get credit for it then, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But I suppose they can't track or at least this is what I'm thinking, the reasoning is they can't track our associate ID or something when it is purchased from your wish list instead of the cart itself. I don't know. So I know from now on, instead of just putting everything to my wish list, because when I purchase things from Amazon, I kind of take turns between the coloring YouTubers that I watch, and I will purchase through their links, whether it's, something that they're, it's not necessarily a product that they're specifically linking, but you click on their associate link and you can purchase anything then and they'll get credit for it. So I like to do that, and just kind of like I said, I take turns who I purchase from so that everybody gets the benefit of purchasing through those links. I think it's a neat program that Amazon has. And yeah, I never knew that either. So I would put things on my wish list, and now I add them to my cart instead. So that when I do go to buy it, that particular YouTuber is going to get that credit. Excuse me. Okay. Maybe I'll do these petals yet in through here. I got to turn the book around because I can't do it the other way. And then we'll have almost the top of this zinnia done. So yeah, I thought, okay, if that's the case, I want to find out for sure from Amazon. So I reached out to them. And they confirmed that, yes, that is the case. Now, one thing I didn't ask them, and I thought about this after the fact, is what if we add it to our cart and then decide, oh, I want to save it for later. I don't know if any of you guys do that or not, but I will periodically do that because I have 5 things in my cart, and then I decide I want to purchase one of them. So I save the others for later, and I purchase the one I want to purchase. When I go back and purchase that other one, that was in my cart, does that individual then get credit for that? And that one, I'm not sure about. What do you guys think? Because it was in my cart. I don't know. And like I said, maybe I should reach back out to them again and find out the answer to that one. I don't know. Anywho, enough of that. All right, so that is what we got done with the orange one. Oh, I like that one. I think I like that one better than the red one. The colors I have in here, like I said, I just didn't quite have the right kind of reds, I think, to blend together in here, whereas the orange, I think I did. Yeah, the colors in this set were just perfect for that. So now let's get on to the purple one, and this is the smallest of the three. So let's see, this goes all the way down into here, so we'll probably be able to get the majority of this one done, because I don't know how long I was recording on that first part before I paused, but we're at about a half hour again, so I think the first part was a half hour too, so we're at about an hour. So yeah, we can probably do a lot of this one, and then we'll go in and we'll do the centers. So let's look at some purples and get my case over here again. Whoa, don't fall over. Let's see, which one would I want for my darkest? I don't know if I want to go that dark. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be easy to blend with the others. Maybe I'll go with royal purple. Royal purple, royal purple. Okay, royal purple. Then let's see. Royal. Let's go just a shade lighter to true purple, because those two colors would blend together nicely. True purple, and true purple. And then let's go quite light with electric plumby. Let's do the edges real light and go with lilac, because lavender's a kind of a total different shade. It's got you know, more blues in it. So let's go with, yeah, lilac. Lilac, 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 and here's lilac. Alrighty. Okay, let's again see how these three colors go together. Now, typically, I would maybe have a scratch piece of paper, you know, to test out colors on, but my scrap piece is not marker paper, nor is it gesso, so I really can't test out how they would blend together. So let's start up on this side and take a little bit bigger section so I can see how they're going to blend. So I'm on camera. Okay, so let's go in here. Okay, that's maybe not as dark as I wanted, but maybe needed that shade to blend into the next one. So, oh yeah, see, I think the other purple would have been too dark. It would have been real hard to blend the colors. Okay, let's see this, how light we are. How's that looking on camera? Yeah. It's not blending as nicely. Maybe I didn't get enough gesso way over here, I don't know. Because, yeah, it's not blending as nice. That could be it. I didn't get enough gesso over here. But let's go up here. I'm just going to put just a tad bit of the dark up in that one. Let's come around here. I've been using these markers in a color by number book that yet is another one that my grandson Jaden picked out for me. And it is again quite a detailed one, but it is of a hummingbird, so it is really pretty. Let's flick out a little bit and maybe it'll blend a little bit easier into the next color. So yeah, I've been working on that here and there. And slowly getting it done. So I'll have that one done for my end of the month pictures that I show. I'll work on it for a little bit and then I'll work on my Sun Life drawing book that I'm having such a good time with. And it's the One Color Animal Stencils book. Oh, I'm loving that book. I will probably have it done by the end of the month. Yeah, these colors are not blending together nicely. They're not playing nice together at all. Boo-hoo. And it's not that, you know, the really, you know, letting them dry before I try blending the other colors. Maybe I do have to do each petal separately so that it's wetter. Yeah, that's helping. I'm probably trying to do too many at the same time. Yeah, that definitely helped. So that was my problem. Gotta leave it wetter before I move on to the next one. Because these markers are so nice and juicy. I love them. They lay down colors so nice. And as you can see, they dry relatively fast. Yeah, I have to move. And I think it's also due to the fact that that last color is quite light, and for some reason these purples are not blending as nicely as the other colors, but by doing one petal at a time, that really helps. So we'll see how much of this we get done. Whoops. You can hear the gesso on the paper, can't you? It does give it texture. And some of the gessos are smoother than others. Some of them are extremely sandy and gritty. Now I did two petals again at the same time. I'm going to quick do the light here because that's the hardest one to blend out. So yeah, some colors are definitely harder to blend together than others. Maybe I should have picked blues instead. I didn't know I was going to have problems with these. But yeah, this is working better by doing the one petal at a time. least I think it is. Seems like it. Here in my world, anyhow. Doesn't look like they're blending as well on camera, I see. But in real life, they are. Again, I think the light has something to do with it. So yes, Maddie had a great birthday party. Thank you for those of you who asked about it and commented on it. She was one happy girl. She was just all smiles as she was giving her little cousins rides in her ATV. And then they would take turns and a different girl would drive, and oh, it was so cute. I think here we can do a couple at a time because 3 people can fit in that ATV at one time. It's that big. 2 can sit in the front, and then there is like a what do you call it? Not a luggage rack, because it's not just a luggage rack, but there's a place in the back where another kid can sit. It's not actually a seat though, but yeah, so it's just it was so cute watching them kids go around, and they're just all smiles. Just adorable. And that's what birthday parties are for, right? It's their day. And then her other grandma makes a lot of birthday cakes, and so she always makes Maddie's birthday cakes. And she made her a Minnie Mouse birthday cake. It was so cute. And then Maddie had on a Minnie Mouse dress. And she even had Minnie Mouse ears to put on. Oh, and Heather had her hair done so cute in French braid. She's just getting so big. And then she had a doctor's appointment this morning. And they drew blood out of her arm. And I'm like, oh. Heather said she never even flinched. Didn't cry, nothing. She sat there and watched him do it. And later, when they were coming back to put the bandage on, they put, you know, the little sticky wrap and stuff on, gave her a pretty pink one. All of a sudden, she looks down and she goes, ow. And that's all she said. Oh, so funny. Ow. So, yeah. Didn't bother her at all. And I said to Heather, I said, well, they use those teeny little needles, those with the butterfly, you know, needles, and they're so tiny. Sometimes they have to use them on me because my veins roll when they try to get blood from me. So sometimes, yeah, they got to use those on me too. And yeah, you hardly feel those because the needles are just so small. But yeah, otherwise she's doing really good. Doctor did tell her, however, that most girls are potty trained between 2.5 and 3. So Maddie is a little bit behind. And so starting today, then, anybody that watches her, instead of asking her if she's got to go potty, you kind of say, every 2 hours, you take her in there and you say, okay, we're going to go potty now. And whether she goes or not, I guess, isn't the most important thing right now. It's just getting her in there every little while and you know, having her sit down and at least trying to go, and then you stay in there with her for like, you know, 2, 3, 4 minutes. You know, you don't want to make it a punishment or a timeout or anything, or they're really not going to want to go. So, you know, you just stay in there for a little bit with her and have her try, and if she doesn't, she doesn't. She doesn't get her sticker from Grandma either, though. And the other incentive she has is she has been wanting a baby bunny ever since Adam found a baby bunny underneath his truck one morning when he was leaving for work. And surprisingly, this rough and tough guy felt sorry for the little bunny and scooped him up and put him in a 5-gallon pail with some grass and stuff. But it was just a teeny weeny little thing. And left a note for Heather and, said, maybe you can quick go out and see if you can find the nest or whatever. And Heather looked, she couldn't see anything. And so she had, because Adam gets home way before Heather. Heather doesn't get home until like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And Adam had let the bunny out of the pail, and it went lickety-split over to this area in the woods. So he thinks that it kind of knew where, the nest was, and its mommy, and maybe its mommy was come looking for it and couldn't get at it in the pail or something. I don't know. But yeah, ever since Maddie seen that baby bunny, she's been wanting a pet bunny. And Heather was afraid of that. That's why she wasn't sure she even wanted Maddie to see it. But yet it was so cute, and she knew Maddie would like to see it. So she did. And yeah, Maddie's been bugging. So the other incentive now is if they fill up this whole sheet with X's, because she doesn't have stickers for her like I do, that she has to fill up the whole sheet, and if she goes potty here at all, then they get to put those as X's on her sheet too. Then she gets her bunny. That even has not been a great enough incentive. It worked for a while. But yeah, that's kind of wore off too. She still wants her bunny, but the incentive of, the X's on the page, and, this many X's, when you fill this all up, you get your bunny. Yeah, that novelty has worn off. So, but yeah, we have to keep working at her, because Heather's other baby is due the end of next month. End of July, beginning August sometime, and you really want her trained before that baby comes. So, and even if she is trained before then, a lot of kids, once the baby comes, reverts back, for a little while because of the baby, and wanting to be like the baby, or else jealous because the baby's getting the attention, So yeah, we're definitely trying to work with her. And today she didn't do too good. Yeah, I would take her in there, and her pull-up would be wet, and still I wanted her to sit for a little bit, and sometimes she just would not sit down. She just refused, and there's no way I'm going to absolutely force her to sit down on the potty chair if she doesn't want to. So we would just go back and try it again in a little bit, and sometimes she would sit for me and sit for a bit. And last week she did go potty twice in one day, so she can do it. So yeah, the trial and tribulations of a 2, well now 3-year-old. But okay, that's enough talking about my granddaughter. I guess that's just kind of my life here. That's my job. I don't get out, so we will get this particular zinnia done. Take a sip here quick. Alright. So yeah, we just have these petals to do. So I can imagine how these markers would work. I shouldn't call them markers, should I? They're called pens. How these would work on true watercolor paper. They would probably blend like a dream. If they're blending like this on gessoed paper, they work much nicer on watercolor paper. Okay, just a few more. Now the first two colors, yeah, blend together really nice. It's that light one that's a little bit harder. And yeah, it could just be the color because of the type of ink or the pigment that they have to use for this particular color. But you can see how nice and juicy these are. All right, and just these two left. And we'll turn it the right side up and actually see what it looks like. Have you hanging upside down for a while. Here we go. There's our 3 zinnias. Well, part of them anyhow. Got one done. Because I'm assuming this is background. Because here ends that zinnia and here ends that zinnia. So yeah, that's not a petal. Okay, what do you think of those? I think they turned out rather pretty. All right, let's get those capped again. And let's find a couple yellows to do the insides with. Let me get these out again. Alrighty, so yeah, let's go with maybe even like a yellow ochre. Let's find that. Ugh, I gotta open this up to get back there. Ooh, hurry up. There, open up. Okay, yellow ochre. There we go. And what would be the yellow? Let's get to the front here. What would go good with yellow ochre? Maybe that. Well, maybe lemon yellow. That's kind of bright. let's go with the cantaloupe orange, even though it really isn't orange. Got this one. Yes. Okay, we won't go real bright yellow with the insides. Its insides won't be bright yellow. So we are just going to put some of this darker down in here, and we're just going to dot it out. And then we will go over it all with the lighter one. I'm concentrating. Can you tell? Or maybe because we're not truly blending everything out, I'm just kind of putting some shadows in here and just kind of getting a dual tone in these. Maybe we could go with that lemon yellow and make them a little brighter. Because otherwise I don't think you'd be able to see any true shadowing in here at all. So why don't we do that? Instead of this cantaloupe orange, we will go with that lemon yellow. Okay, lemon yellow. Yeah, and even with this bright yellow, it's, well, no, I guess that's working out pretty good. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's working out good. Good choice, Lisa, good choice. I don't know if the two colors are getting picked up on the camera or not. So let's go in and do the same thing on this one. This one's not quite as dotted as that one, so I, you know, can actually feather out the colors. This isn't maybe all necessarily the, you know, some of this was maybe supposed to be petals, but the inside of these petals, the entire flower is going to be lighter. At least in my flower it is. After all, it is my flower. It is now. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's go down to this one, and this should really stand out against this purple, kind of like that red. I love how that yellow looked on that red. We'll see how it pops against this purple. Okay. And the lemon. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. What do you think? Oh, I think they're looking beautiful. Alrighty, let's come back out so you can see it all. Does it look a little bit better now that I'm zoomed out? Yeah, I think these don't look quite so pinky anymore. Zoomed in, you could really see. Like I said, I think the light was playing havoc on that. Now you can see it more like how I can see it. And I really, really like it. And I do like how the purples turned out. Even though they didn't blend quite as nicely as I wanted them to. So that is our picture so far. Like I said, I will finish this off screen. I typically don't do that. I typically color it all on camera, but like I said, it is a busy month, so I want to get going at another fairy picture. So I hope you liked watching this video, and you know, maybe you want to get this book, maybe you want to try out these markers. I don't know, but again, I will link that down below. If you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new to my channel. And I hope everybody had a great start to their week anyhow. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.